Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Well, I am happy because I'm playing this game, and now I looked into my journal and there's another main quest that is waiting for me. I just need to go and report to the Chantry. I also noticed that in this particular area, Haven, I'm going to go and need to speak with the smith, quartermaster and apothecary. But I decided that I am going to go into the Chantry first, deal with this quest, explore inside of the Chantry, and then continue with the Haven. Let's do it.
Does it trouble you?
I don't know, it probably does. Because, you know, it's something strange on your hand, you don't know what it is, it's not stable at all. How can you just not be troubled by it? Yeah, it's just very confusing. Where does it came from? I don't know. Where does it come
I just
from?
wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
Yes!
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
It's definitely dangerous, but that also means more fun for us, I guess. I'm just guessing.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor.
I will.
You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Cullen!
Only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
What
This is
happened
Lady
to you,
Josephine
man?
Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Okay. I need to ask Cullen about the place of that beauty of the well he found. I definitely need to find it. And by the way, I actually recognize the voice, but I don't know. I just couldn't guess, I think. Also, there's one more thing. You guys remember that I found a chest in the place that I woken up, and from that chest I gathered some equipment, like the stuff you can see right now on my back. I didn't really like the armor. They were a little bit extravagant, I think, and I didn't use them, at least for yet. I didn't like them very much, but I am sure I will be able to find much better things later. They're just DLC, I think. Okay, let's continue. So this is our spy master Liliana, our commander Cullen, and this lady, I think. What was her here for? What was she here for? Okay, let's continue. A pleasure.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Okay, so those messenger birds that they sent actually were two Templars, and mages. I remember that cutscene in the previous episode. So we were actually trying to, I think, communicate with them. So Chantry denounced me. And does that really matter?
Can't you simply ignore them?
If only that were possible. Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
So what do we do then? And Herald of Andraste, tell me about that.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if
No,
we
it
tried to
wasn't.
stop that view from spreading,
Which we have not.
the point is everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I don't know, I don't really feel anything about it. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
The breach doesn't worry them. Could we be attacked? Yeah, I think they should be bothered by the breach. Actually,
They
not
aren't
me.
more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Okay, you're asking me to talk to her. I can do that. And actually, why would she
Why
help
would
us?
someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Alright then. Operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the table. Okay, Ferelden. The Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the war table now. It says now. Okay.
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
Val Royeaux. But aren't we in Ferelden right now? If Giselle dies, any hope of Chantry's support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting, find her and protect her with their lives. What about you? Okay, so this is Josephine, I think this is Liliana, and this is Cullen. Forces, I see forces. Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and apostate mages. The latest reports suggest that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. Okay, let's do it. How do I do it? Like that. Oh, we're going there then. So we are killing both of them. All of them. Scout the hinterlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's order any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. No. What if I don't travel now? You now have access to missions. Mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which results in less time required when undertaken by the associated advisor. Missions may also provide different rewards depending on which advisor completes them. Wow, lots of missions. But we have also an Orlais side to this. What is this? Investigate Herald. Herald is a town on the farthest reaches of Orlais, known for its glassworks and tainted by its great shame, an ancestor of the current Marquis. Apostate and abomination, the shame brought such disgrace upon Herald that even his name was forgotten. I actually played the online game, which was in Herald, so I kind of know something about it. So, Herald is a pariah and has become refuge for outcasts and the strange. But Divine Justinia V considered releasing Herald from the punishment imposed by the Chantry for the shame. She traveled to Herald on her way to the Conclave, going out of her way to do so. It remains one of the last places she visited before she died, a detail that cannot be ignored. So, Leliana says the rulers of Herald are descended from the shame and would benefit from Justinia pardoning Herald at last. They cannot be trusted. I will go to the people instead. You? Okay. You're not participating. And you? I will send an emissary to the 1000th Windowed Castle. I am sure we will be allowed to carry out our investigations if we make an ally of the Marquis. It says 1 hour and 48 minutes for Josephine. I think Josephine can handle this. Let's do that.
Service.
And if I go back, how do I go back? Like that? To Ferelden. Oh, let me read that. Conquered by Orlais, torn by civil war, ravaged by the Fifth Blight, Ferelden is no stranger to hardship. With the veil weakened, the land is more turbulent than ever. Let me see. Rescue soldiers need power. Gather coin. Power required. The Turn of Highever? To whom it may concern, the Turn of Highever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will not hold a vigil in Highever in remembrance of Justinia. We will hold the vigil in Highever in remembrance of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely, Tairn Fergus Cusland. It's nice to see old names. Okay, I know Tairn Cusland and I knew Justinia. I can't attend, but I could write to him. We should send diplomatic attache and some of the Templars who knew the Divine. I don't know. What about you? We have a number of Ferelden officers. We could send an honor guard to Highever. I think Cullen can handle this, right? But Liliana also knows him, but why does this require much more time? We have a number of herald officers. We could send an honor guard to Highover. I don't know. What will this change? I mean, the results of these operations, how will they affect my game? Will there be, I don't know, big consequences? I'm not sure. Large consequences? Let's make Cullen handle it. I kind of have an impression that having it finished in less time will be better. I may be wrong. And address a nobleman's concerns. Contact clan Lavellan? Is that my clan? Hardin Hightown? Black Emporium? Oh, not now. Black Emporium later. I will definitely go there. So, should I look into my clan's thing, or... Let's look into this. Herald. But... Your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos. Reason in darkness if you stand by this. Come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them, filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Is that an order? I don't like it. We can take advantage of his raving. My spies can harass the refugees into moving somewhere else to win Lord Kildarn's favor. What about you? We could send a few patrols, but I would prefer they help the refugees, not this Lord Kildarn. That's a very good idea, Cullen. So nobody likes him, as I didn't. Ah yes, Lord Kildarn, a pariah even among his peers. Let us send a polite refusal and do nothing more. I think Cullen might be better for this one, so I will wait. Hardin Hightown. Ruffles. You're addressing to... who? I need a favor actually, let's call it a loan. Since I will pay it back, I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hardin Hightown 3, the punchening appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in Merchant's Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Prial Belaford is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the Antivan print houses, maybe you could find out more than the guild. I think he is addressing to Josephine. If this author has evaded the Merchant's Guild, the Crows might be a better choice. I don't know. Well, he is addressing to Josephine directly, so I think she should be doing it, so I'm going to wait again. Okay, I actually spent so much time on this table, so I'm going to go back for a little while and try to get into the story. Alright. Whoa. Codexes. More codexes. Scout. World travel. When not in dungeon, you can use the quest map to travel to distant locations. Press M. Let me see. This is Haven. Okay. Special shipments. Haven's best and brightest. War room. So if I do this, look at it. This is hinterlands, so I can travel from here, but not now. Alright, let's investigate. There is a door right over here.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
How can you own this land? It's in Ferelden.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
That mask is so ridiculous. The Divine's advisors founded it. We all have bigger problems. Its followers need shelter. Yeah, I can somehow relate this
Interesting.
to...
Considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentacus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
He's scared of Cassandra.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Does he really own the heaven?
Do
Yes.
the d'Aurelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the d'Aurelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf.
I thought
Her
so.
current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
You actually handled him quite well, I
I'm
think,
so
yes.
pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Okay, let's talk more then. By the way, I should also mention to you guys that I've been reading the novels, the two that David Gator had written about the King Merrick. One was named Colin and the other was something else, but I forgot. I read them and now I am actually reading the third one. So I will let you know when I finish it. So let's continue. Okay, tell me, Josephine, how did you become an ambassador?
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
And your background
What
then?
sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
That's good. That will work well for us, I think. I'm glad you're here. These politics are ridiculous. I am actually glad that
The
you're
Inquisition
here.
is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Oh, sure. Okay. Let's read your books. The Children of Andraste. Nah, it's too long. Turning research.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Anything, you mean what?
You're the herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. Especially a Dalish elf. One look at your face and it's clear you were never part of a circle. My name is Minaeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
Okay. You research
said
creatures?
Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Okay, I can do that. But why do you
decide
study
to
them?
research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
Okay. So I should bring my research here. Actually, remainings, probably. And then I will be able to find them more effectively? Probably. So, you're a
said
mage
you were
then?
a mage.
No, just an apprentice. Circle mages must prove themselves in a ritual called the Harrowing. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
Why didn't you
I'm
join the
surprised
rebels then?
that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I liked studying. I liked performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
A pity you aren't Dalish. Is that really a good thing to say? I don't like it. You are in the minority, but now they've gone mad. You are probably in the minority from
The
what I
Templars made me
see.
feel a lot of things, but never safe.
You have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan.
That's also
I lived
true.
there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot
Wow.
risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
Really? Do they really do that? Oh my... Wow. I didn't know that. And that's awful. How can you just leave one of your own to just go and fetch them for themselves? And you're all about people. We are people. We stand together. Blah, blah. What kind of bullshit is that? My clan found other ways? Did they? And how do I know that? I have no idea about what my clan did. That's
so
awful,
sorry.
okay?
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
I'm sorry for what you have been through. So you were protecting the
you said that you were
Tranquil
keeping
then?
some of the Tranquil safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves. Can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
That's also interesting. But I think you are a good person and they are
I'm glad
lucky
they
to
have
have
someone
you.
who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're
I
rational,
think so
and
too.
they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
I'll speak
I'm
with you
so
later.
sorry.
Travel safely.
Thank you. That was some information. I will need to really take it in. And I am out of time again. Everybody, thank you for watching. I will see you again. Bye bye.